see the teddy bears are here to play.
What's up, guys? It's Mac the Blade here with some more box sets. I finally bought out Dollar General all of their full moon box sets, and I'm happy about that because it's been just weighing on my mind. And I picked up these box sets not only to do that, but I picked them up early than I was supposed to. Because me and Retro got in a conversation about Tim Thomerson. I was like, okay, I want to watch the Trancers movies again. So I picked up 2 box sets. The first 3-pack box set is, of course, Trancers. I mean, B-movie king right here. I mean, Tim Thomerson is Jack Death, and Death is spelled D-E-T-H. But anyways, it also stars Helen Hunt, and you might remember her from Twister with Bill Paxton, who was also in Aliens. I mean, Bill Paxton was in Aliens, obviously not Helen Hunt. Even though she could have played Vasquez if she had blood. No, she couldn't have. But anyways, I picked this up, and I haven't watched any of them, but I still remember them, obviously. And the first one, obviously, is Trancers 1, with Crazy Aunt Jemima on the back. And the storyline for this, if you don't know, is basically Jack Death is a cop, or a detective, trooper, or whatever, and he goes around destroying these things called Trancers. And people with like inferior minds, they're like psychopaths. The Trancers are like psychopath people, and he uses this little laser gun and just basically, Aliens reference, whap, just destroys them. And it's a really good movie, especially the foaming from the mouth Santa Claus, which, freak anybody out as a child. Another great full moon release, but as for all the rest of them, they all have sequels upon sequels that many people don't like or many people do like. So, but I actually like all of the Trancers series, to be honest. Even though some people didn't like 6, I liked 6. The second one, obviously, titled Trancers 2, still has Helen Hunt, which is cool. Every time I watch this now after seeing Twister, I just imagine Jack Death fighting a huge tornado. And this basically is your typical sequel. The bad guy in another movie, his brothers, wants revenge, and so on and so forth. I'm not trying to, ruin anything for anybody, so I'm going to let you, take that with a grain of salt. And now we're on to Trancers 3, Death Lives. And as for the quality, I have no idea. I know the first DVD, the first Trancers, looks really good. And as for special features, as always, I think they have a video zone making of and some trailers. I believe these are actual DVD quality copies. I don't think that they're VHS rips or anything like that. I think Charles Band hooked us up. And yeah, back on Trancers 3. Basically, Jack Death is finally getting his life together, and he finds out that this guy is making a new breed of Trancers, or a new wave, either or. It's the same thing that you've seen from the other 2 movies. It's just, it's pretty. I still like it, but it's the same thing. Jack Death shooting and killing Trancers. That's about it. But still a fun watch. So I'm not taking anything away from the series. I'm sorry to be so short with these. I mean, there's not really much to say. Tim Thomerson is dope, and Helen Hunt still does her thing. Way before, with bad weather. And that's it for the Volume 1, which I can't find Volume 2, like the box set. I don't know if maybe they just made 1 volume. But yep, that's for that. Oh yeah, and I'm hoping that there's a new Trancers. So, Retro, I hope you're happy about that. I actually admit, I hope there's a new one, but if you're going to put Tim Thomerson in there, put him in there as a cameo, nothing else. On to the second box set now. Second box set is a 3-pack, and it comes with Vampire Journals, Decadent Evil 2, and Vampire Resurrection. And I said it in an earlier video that I was going to pick this up, and I did. I figured if I'm getting Trancers, might as well buy the last box set so I don't have to go back over there anymore. Unless I'm getting soda, because it's so cheap. But here it is. Kind of crappy cover. You know, they did half-ass the artwork on there, but as long as it has the full moon emblem, I'll buy it. Here's the back. Let's see. First one is Vampire Journals. This is one of the more serious, dark full moon movies that I've seen, besides Subspecies. It's like, it's really, the cinematography is amazing in this. It's your basic vampire movie, but like I said, they go all out with this. Like, the set design is amazing, and it just makes you feel like you're watching a Bram Stoker film, and that's really deep of a plunge for me to say that, but it's a good movie. I only really seen like bits and pieces of it, but I mean, just with that makes me want to watch it whenever I have time. And the second one would be Decadent Evil 2. Remember I reviewed the first one, the last video. Marvin's back. And this time they have to try to revive Marvin's son, who's a little midget guy that was in a lot of stuff. His name's Ricardo Gill. He's in actually a lot of horror. I think he was on Demonic Toys. He was this, or Dollman versus Demonic Toys. I think he was the security guard, a little short guy. Basically, they're trying to revive the security guard guy from Dollman versus Demonic Toys, just so it gives you a visual. And basically they're hunting down this king vampire so they can get a thing of his blood to, I guess, turn Marvin's son, return him back to life. Wow, that's crazy. And this features Jill Michelle, and no, not Jill Michelle, that's not her name, that was the main character, but I think her name might be Jessica Morris, actually. But either way, the chick you see right there, she plays on Dangerous Worry Dolls. That's another full moon movie. And basically she gets some bad acne in that movie. And last but not least, we have Vampire Resurrection. At twilight, their love will rise again. That word right there, twilight, this luckily was made, I think this was made before the first Twilight, because if it wasn't, I have not done my research, but if it wasn't, I know why they put that in there. And I don't like it. Anything with vampire on it should not have that. But the movie makes up for it. Really great special effects. And just like Vampire Journals, it's your run-of-the-mill, you know, vampire movie. It's good. It's something to sit down and watch. It's not a waste of time. It's something that you can, you'll feel good that you watched it. It might not be your top 10 of the year or even top 10 of the week if you're an avid horror movie watcher. But yeah, these three finished off my collection from buying at Dollar General. So that made me happy. I don't have to ever go back there again. And you've noticed through this whole video I've said that 9 or 10 times because I'm excited. Always go to your Dollar General if you're looking for full moon movies. Before you buy on Full Moon Direct, go there first, because I think these box sets go for $30 on there, and I got each of these for $9.95. So do that first. And you're still basically buying it from Full Moon. You're not really chipping them out of money because they're pre-owned, meaning somebody must have bought it first, so don't feel bad. And they're great to have for collectors, because sometimes you might run into one that has like a ripped box, but seriously speaking, when you put them on your shelf, you're probably not going to have the box on them anyway. I've met a couple new people on YouTube. They had a fantastic selection of movies. So I'm thinking of not just reviewing full moon movies. I'm thinking of reviewing every type of horror movie that I can get my hands on, or sci-fi, to kind of keep everything moving, because I think I'd have a better time with that, and I think the viewers would really appreciate it. More of a broad collection other than just like one specific company. So that's about it. You want me to review anything, or you think there's anything that I should review? Please leave a comment below and I'll get on it. I mean, me and a guy had a conversation, and I went and bought the Trancers box set. So, as always, thanks for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already, and comment below. Peace.